good people? It is your boy, Nick Crenshaw, and we are here with another episode of What That Walk Like. So, today we're going to be talking about Drank and Smoke. Another conversation about things that we encounter on a regular basis. So, for me, I have friends that own a cigar line called Hawk McSailor, and they always, and we debate sometimes, what does that look like as it pertains to your walk with Christ? And I also have people that I know that own daiquiri shops all across the DFW area. Now, different owners for different shops, but I know people that own the shops in across the Metroplex. So my conversation sometimes veers towards what does it look like if you're a Christian and you drink a bit, or if you're a Christian and you smoke a bit. Let's have that conversation. I think it's needed. But before we have this conversation, do not forget, I need you to push that subscribe button now. I need you to push that like button now. And let's go ahead and get that out the way, because I know you're going to love today's content. Let's get it in, baby. What's good people? We are back at it. Okay, so first let's address sipping on something. So outside of sipping on syrup, which is the purple and the Sprite. If you're from Texas, you already know what I'm talking about. Maybe if you're from Texas, you may not. But if you don't know, it's not something you need to worry about at all. So let's get into how drinking in itself should be viewed. Wine was very prevalent in biblical times. So we can never say that alcohol in itself is sinful or wrong. Now, the overindulgence of these things, of course, they produce things that you don't want them to produce. And that is a sticky subject a lot of the times, but I'm more than willing to have it because, like I said before, if you got something to say to me, meet me in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's wrestle with these things, because I think within this walk, if we are not having the necessary conversations or being challenged in the necessary ways, I don't think we're gonna become what we need to be. What we need to be, baby. Come on, talk to me. Let's talk about it. It's real though. So, and this is a real struggle for us all. Now, if you don't drink at all, man, just listen today so that you can help your friend that likes to drink a bit. Because I know I got a few. And that's a part of it. That's a part of it. I think we have to be able to walk one with another. So, with this, there's two parts of it for me. One, there's the part of when you overindulge and the health issues that may be coming with drinking. So, is overindulging a thing that's in your bloodline, in your family, as it pertains to alcohol? Did you grow up with alcoholism or people that abused alcohol in a way that it affected everybody around them? Did you see that as a child or as a young adult or as a teenager? If so, you know the effects that it can have, not only just on the person, but those that are around that person. That those are things that can last for years before you come out of that haze. If you have any questions about that, you could just ask somebody that's had to go through programs in order to remove themselves from that type of addiction. You do not want to have to live with that unnecessarily. Now, some people use or overindulge with alcohol to numb pains that are unaddressed, to deal with social anxieties sometimes. Sometimes it's just a day-to-day. It started off as a day-to-day party, and now it's become something that you haven't been able to shake for weeks, months, or years. And if that's the case, get some professional help with that. Get someone that can walk you through the process of how to heal from those pains, how to deal with those anxieties, and how to cut yourself from those habits that could hurt you long term. The health and the abuse of alcohol is something that has to be taken seriously, and it can't be ignored. So if that's your struggle, I don't want to make joke of it at all, and I don't ever feel that this is a moment of judging you. This is a moment of us desiring for you to get help. Gain the help that you need. Find the resources around you that are more than willing to help you, and gain that help and gain that support system so that you can be great, not only just for yourself, but that is enough, but also for those that are around you. You can't be all that you desire to be living in a haze. And that's what alcoholism may provide for you, a haze to live in. And we don't want that. So let's address that. And in addition to that, you also have to address the reality of this potentially being a stumbling block for the people that I just spoke about. Those that are around you that are struggling with an addiction. And if it's not that serious for you, if it's one of those things that you're a social drinker, or you don't drink to get drunk, but you drink when you're social and it's not that big of a habit for you, maybe you should watch that. Maybe you should just be considerate about that type of thing. Now, for me, to say that I don't drink, I probably could count on one hand how many times I get a drink within a year. And I try not to drink all that much because I don't drink much at all. So because of that, it can produce buzzes that I am not prepared for. And that's just real. So, and before, I haven't had a drink in a while, but before then, if it wasn't a social event, like, we don't keep alcohol in my house. Like, there's just no reason to, because like I said before, I don't drink like that. So there's no reason for me to have alcohol in my house. And that's just kind of my approach. I've never had an addiction or a dependency or anything like that as it pertains to alcohol. So that wasn't ever my struggle. But if it is a struggle of yours, or if it's a struggle of someone around you, maybe that's something that you should take the steps of saying, hey, this is something I need to back off of. This is something I need to gain help in. And maybe let me look out for my brother and my sister and make sure that I'm not a hindrance to their growth or to their betterment. So that's my heart behind that. I hope you take that. I hope you run with it. I hope you're helpful in that. In addition to that, let's talk about putting one in the air, as we like to affectionately call it. Now, for some people, putting one in the air means something totally different. For all of my people that are listening right now, all of my subscribers that partake in the sticky icky or a similar substance, that is a whole nother thing. So we have to deal with the law and us abiding within the law and what that looks like as it pertains to walking out your faith. Now, what it will walk you up against is this. What is most important to you? Your desire to indulge in something, or your desire to walk right before God? It'll make you come face to face with personal truths. Some of you might say, well, right now, me smoking a bag every day is way more important to me. Now, I think that should be eye-opening for you. And I think that should be something that you should wrestle with. But that might be the real place that you're in. And I'd rather you be honest than to be in denial. So, if that's your reality, I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm going to only say this. Honor God, because you will never regret choosing Him. Now, when it comes to cigars, cigarettes, and stuff of that nature, I have a sister of mine, a good friend of mine, who is a nurse, that gets on me regularly. She knows who she is, Jesus. Gets on me regularly about the smoking of cigars. Now, for me, I am not a regular cigar smoker. I might, as I said before, I have friends that own a cigar line here in the Dallas area. And because of that, we partake in cigars when we're being social with one another. I don't smoke a whole bunch. Normally, I go through one cigar myself. And it gives us the time to engage each other. And it's not illegal. You know, I can be on either side of this. There are a lot more things that are unhealthy in my life, including some of the foods that I eat. During this quarantine, lack of exercise. I used to be on it, boy. Woo! Jesus. Quarantine got your boy not doing what he's supposed to do. So anyway, the lack of exercise in some areas, and other unhealthy habits that potentially could affect me from a health standpoint. But just because those are real areas does not give me the license to add additional areas when I'm trying to honor a body that is no longer mine, that I have surrendered to a God that loves me. So that is an area that I wrestle with. That is an area that you can find flaw in, and I can be transparent about that. That's real. And I can also, defend it as much as I want to also, as if it is not sinful. I can find ways to be on either side of that. What I will say is, do you feel a conviction personally about smoking cigars, cigarettes, or so on and so forth? Do you believe because of the frequency of you smoking it, would it extend your life if you limited that? Does that thing have more of a control over you than the God that you have a relationship with? And the easiest way is, do you read the Bible on a regular basis? Will you, in the rain and cold, make time to go smoke a cigarette on your breaks? So if on your breaks you're not willing to crack open a Bible app just so that you can grow closer with the God that you say that you love and you serve, but on your break you will fight cold, rain, or any other element that tries to come against you and your cigarette, then that's something that you might want to pay attention to. Or if you are quicker to get with your cigar and your scotch or whatever you pair your cigar with, but you are very limited in fellowship and you can't pair with your brother and sister in Christ in order to address things that will help you grow and help you be better and stuff like that, that's something you might want to pay attention to. Your body is a temple. Your body is a temple. And I'm not going to say it's easy to live out that truth or that understanding. I'm not going to say that I get it right all the time. But my first acknowledgement has to be that as a fact, that my body is a temple. What will I fill my temple with? And does it honor God? Now you can address your thoughts with that. You can address a number of things, and I encourage you to wrestle with all of those things. But today, make sure you take time to ask those questions to yourself. Do I acknowledge that I am a temple of the Most High God? And with my acknowledgement of that, what am I filling the temple with? So, I hope you got something fruitful from it. I hope it challenges you in ways necessary. Share those ways that it potentially challenged you. Please comment. Let me know what your heart is about these things. What areas do you know that you need to grow in? What areas do you know that you haven't been honoring God? Maybe in your drinking habits, maybe in partaking in the smoke. Smoke. What is it that you struggle with as it pertains to that? And then, what are ways that we can become better in those areas? It's another thing, man. To produce a problem but not consider a solution doesn't benefit you. So, with that being said, man, I hope y'all have a great day. Go subscribe now. Go hit the subscribe button. Do it now. Log in, subscribe now. Thank you. Appreciate that. Holla at your boy, baby. Come on. Let's make it happen. So I'm excited. And share this with some people. Y'all know how to share these videos. Share it. Help somebody that might be struggling in this area. With cigarettes being so big right now, nicotine being so big, even, man, people getting caught up with the little, what are those little things? They produce smoke. I don't know what they're called. I don't smoke, so. But they getting caught up with those things too, little fake cigarettes. the nicotine inhaling sticks. I don't know. You're gonna talk about me, but I don't know. So, you know, if you see somebody that's struggling in one of these areas with their drinking, with their smoking, point it to this, share this with them, and hopefully it might not answer any questions, or it might not answer their problem, but it will challenge them, and it will give them some potential answers or potential routes to take. So that's the hope of it all. And I hope God bless you, God keeps you. Subscribe, like, comment. God bless.
Hey brother, don't talk about it, be about it. If you got a problem with your boy, come see about me. If you don't believe what I say, then you're free to doubt me. But when I put it in your face, you can get around me. I hear swimming oceans and we climbing mountains. Still on the boat, screaming that you drowning. My squad grinding while you say they lines are move. Need the motivation and the nuts you find it. Yeah, holla at me, bro. I know you need some game, so holla at me.